Hello everyone, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers. We're a bunch of middle-aged D&D nerds who love rolling dice, causing chaos, and telling ridiculous stories with as little editing effort as humanly possible. Our campaign is a wild, homebrewed dungeon crawl full of danger, mystery, bad decisions, and a lot of adult humour. We're all about fun first, rules second, and embracing every hilarious disaster along the way. If you're into epic quests, chaotic good vibes, and a group that accepts, you're in the right place. So grab your dice, grab your snacks, and get ready for some basic audio-edited Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Welcome to Dungeon Dwellers. Let's roll.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining us on Dungeon Dwellers, the Endless Dungeon. And what are we on? I think we're on session 6 now. And you guys...
Lots of
things.
THC.
You guys...
That's like a big question.
Yeah, you guys got to go shopping because you sold the deck of many things. You got a new team member. Any other things that I'm missing out on?
New team member's name, Ulrich or Elric?
Elric.
Or Elsa.
I just think of Edward Elric from Full Metal, so that's my thing.
See, I think of Elric of Mel in the Bone from Stormbringer.
It's Elric von Richtenstein.
Right?
Whatever that movie is that I can't say because of copyright and not because I forgot.
Well, see, we're all a bunch of nerds, and we all think of different things from nerdy things.
Hell yeah. That's very apparent now.
Yeah, very, very. Okay, so we're going to be starting this off, session 6, in the inside of the tavern. You guys are going shopping. Let me pull up that list real quick here. You guys got a nice little extensive list going. So we'll start with mac and cheese. I do approve of the maul and the ring. So we got a flame tongue maul and a rusty ring. Both of those are good, but you are now depleted.
Rusties.
Rusties. Yes.
Yes.
Rusties.
Look, I was out shopping, right? I was just looking for the right thing when I met this weird looking other gnome. He kind of like covered in ice or something, and he was wearing a great hat and some nice glasses. So told me his name was Rusty, and for $5,000 he could give me a ring that would help me walk like the long legs, you know.
Yep,
so I took him at his word.
You do get an updated walking speed now, so that's awesome. Now you can keep up with your group. You're actually a little faster than your group.
If you have a rusty ring, you might want to go back and wipe better.
Womp.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So for Phil, we got the +1 mace, +1 shield, the plate. You got a bunch of potions of healing, greater healing, a ring of protection, and potions of superior healing. All of those are awesome. You're great. We already talked about your AC. I believe that's almost all of your gold, right? Like you only have like a few gold pieces left. You're also muted, love.
Yes, that does take care of everything pretty much.
Awesome. All right, so that's good. Like we discussed, your AC will be awesome. We'll figure that out later. And then for Ignatius, we got, let's see, the healer that will cast Greater Restoration to your arm. So now you can use your arm and your shield again.
Hell yeah.
No longer stone. You got your +1 mace, your +1 shield, your plate, your ring of protection, and your greater healing. Almost exactly the same thing as your brother Phil, but you had to heal
I
your
didn't
arm.
copy him. He copied me. Okay.
Excuse me.
You twinned in a way that you didn't know you twinned. Okay.
oh no, they totally twinned on purpose. Don't let these two jacks lie to you.
Ignatius has a habit of copying his brother.
And then claiming it as his own.
Exactly, 100%.
So you're my real life twin. Got you.
Okay. Just so it's a little fair, Elric, I'm gonna just bless you with 200 gold in case you need anything you want to buy. But you got it.
I think I'm good, but thank you.
Okay. We're just gonna say the guy who pawned you off, like, gave you that little pouch. So just so you have a little spending money after the dungeon if you need it. But you guys did buy everything. You're all good. Bob leads you out of the tavern back room where he sells his stuff. Shell has made her way around the tavern. She's cleaning up, serving other adventurers, other people. You do hear this boisterous group that she's talking to, and I'm showing you a picture of what they look like. They call themselves the team lead because they keep getting to level 5 like it's nothing, but they can't get in the door, and they give you a little bit of a clue in the sense that they tell you when you get to level 5, there's this door with a face and you have to figure out the riddle to get through, and they can't seem to figure it out. But they also won't tell you what the riddle is, and they're not telling anyone what it is because they want to figure it out themselves and be the first ones through the door. But they're talking to Shell, and she's, getting them nice and drunk so that she can get more gold out of them, and she sees you and kind of waves you off so you guys can leave if you want. But you do have free reign of what you would like to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her I'm gonna give her just a sneaky little, be like, you guys ready to go? Get this dungeon. Let's get this level 5.
You seem quite confident. How far did you make it last time?
Level 3.
And I'm assuming level 3 went well?
Didn't we make it to the beginning of level 4?
Let me put it to you this way, new guy. We're still alive when literally everybody else that started on our same day is not. So
yeah,
I'd say that turned out pretty well for everybody.
Well then, onward and downward.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Just 4 men going down together. Very good.
That's the way we like it. Make no mistake.
All right, so you do proceed to the graveyard. Elric, this is the first time your character is seeing that it's in perpetual darkness. It's kind of cold. They walk up to the tomb, the catacombs with the tomb, and there doesn't seem to be any groups going before you. There's no one waiting, so you guys are free to go on down. You head down the stairs, and you're at level 1's door.
A lot smaller room this time. There was like a whole antechamber last time. I think that's what they call it, an antechamber, like before you go into the main area. It's just something like this, I believe it's called. But
I thought it was
yeah,
called foreplay.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, new guy. This dungeon changes every 8 hours, so we gotta be on the move. Look for arrows on the wall drawn in. It could be an actual arrow. Arrows are kind of a big hint around here. And there's X's and like crawling the hieroglyphics, if you would. Keep your head on a swivel, keep your eyes open, keep your trap shut, and keep your weapon arm strong, and we'll work just fine.
Don't worry, wee man. It's not my first dungeon.
I forgot you're a little racist. It's been a little bit. All right, so you do come to the first door to the room. What would you like to do?
Well,
I would like to check it for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
19.
All right. The door is trapped and it is locked. You, with pretty good confidence, feel like you would be able to disarm this trap. There's 2 ways. You can take the painstakingly high DC of manually doing it, or you can set off the trap and the door will unlock and open. But if you set it off, it'll be like a fire damage.
I would like to attempt to disarm the trap.
All right, roll me a sleight of hand.
Just go through.
15.
Okay. You're working on it. You feel it, and you feel your tools slip a little, but you catch it just in time. And the door clicks open and unlocks. And it doesn't swing open right away. It's like something's blocking it on the other side.
Seems to be something heavy on the other side. Would one of you care to put your shoulders into it?
Sure. By chance, do you have a god that you worship? And I put my shoulder to the door, ready to push.
I worship nature.
Nature. Oh, death is a part of nature.
It is indeed.
I guess
and I'd like to draw my bow and knock an arrow.
Let's save the sermons for later, preachy.
Yeah, I guess you'll do. And push against the door.
Okay. So you push on the door, and when you walk in, the room does light up like it does magically, showing everything to you in the room. And you do see three dead bodies on the ground, and near the door where you're pushing open, I don't have a thing for it. It's just a pile of mushy, gooey, probably people.
Well, that's mildly disgusting. It wasn't
Were
like this
there
last time.
there was no slimes last time you were here?
No, it wasn't. It was a lot cleaner last time. I don't know what's. Maybe we ended up on the Halloween stage this time or something. I don't know.
Can I do a perception check for the arrow?
Yes.
We're just gonna step in just over the bloody mess.
So you step over the bloody mess. Roll me perception for the arrow. As you're rolling the perception, everyone else go ahead and roll me a perception as well for the room.
I got a dirty 20 for trying to perceive an arrow.
Okay.
I got a dirty 5 for perception.
23.
Okay.
Gonna be one of those days, I can tell.
A
What-
16 from Phil.
Okay, Phil. Okay, so Ignatius, you very clearly see the arrow. It is pointing right over here to this door right there. Elric and Phil do notice this. Mac and Cheese does not notice this, but the three dead bodies on the ground are not dead, and I would like everyone to roll initiative as they
Get my-
spring to life.
That would be a 5 for me.
Okay.
Gonna get my actual dice out.
Elric, Mac and Cheese, Phil.
I got a 13.
All right.
16.
All right.
18.
All right. So let's go. It's not gonna be the tree room. It is gonna be 1, 2, and 3. Get in the box. There we go. So you guys enter the room. In front of you appears. Basically, they were playing dead, laying on the ground to see what would come next. As three what look like vampires come back from the dead, and they are standing there. And Elric, you get to go first.
All right. I would like to cast Hunter's Mark with my bonus action on. It won't let me click on it. The one that's closest to me. There we go.
Yep. Okay.
I will then make an attack with my longbow. 19.
That'll hit.
So that is 12 points of piercing damage in total. Then my Gloomstalker thingy that lets me make an extra attack on the first round. I would like to attack the same one again.
All right.
I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
All right. And I'm going to stay where I am and end my turn.
All right. After that goes the enemy. This one is going to attack Elric, the one that attacked them, with a multi-attack. All right. So first one is 22 to hit. And I actually have to ask this now because there are people on this group that have very high AC now. So, Elric.
22 definitely hits.
Okay. So let me see. Stop. All right. Perfect. And that'll hit for, let me do this damage really quick. So the first piercing does 6 points of stabby damage, and while it's still inside you, does 8 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
And then it attacks again to hit you, or I don't think a 9 hits. So doesn't hit you the
Nope.
second time. And then I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna go okie dokie. And so that the first one attacked, second one is now going to attack. It's going to waddle up here. Yeah, waddle. And it's going to attack. Let's see, that one will be. I think I got people backwards here. That's John. I got old player. Yeah, I got the old tiles here. So hold on. Yeah. So that one is attacking Elric. That one is attacking Ignatius. Okay, so the second one is attacking Ignatius. There we go.
Woo! I'm under attack.
I'm in danger.
So I know a 17 doesn't hit you.
Correct.
And I know a 13 doesn't hit you. So it tries to stab you 2 times with its dagger and nothing happens. But what it does is use Deathless Agility, and with a bonus action, uses Disengage to back up from you.
Can I yell at my brother?
As a reaction, yeah, go ahead and yell at your brother.
This armor is so sweet.
All right, and then the last one, 5, 10, 15, is going to attack Mac and Cheese.
Oh yeah, an ugly one.
17 to hit.
Nope.
And again, with a 13. So again, bonus action, disengage. 1, 2 to back away from you. And that's their turn. And then it goes to Phil.
Who immediately upon being beset by these disgusting, vile undead will reach into his vest and pull out his holy symbol of doom and will yell out, "In Dumathorn's name, be gone!" and cast Turn Undead. So I
We
need
can't hear you,
each.
Eddie.
I'll say as your spell releases. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just thought someone said they couldn't hear me for a second.
No, it's my mic was muted.
There we are. I need a wisdom saving throw from each of them within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Please read the spell for me, because it only turns undead, correct? Or is it anything evil?
Believing vampires to be undead?
Vampire
Phil-
familiars are undefined humanoids that are naturally human, or that are naturally evil. They are technically not undead. Nose. That's why I said vampire light, because I'm sneaky. And you guys all have super big ass motherfucking AC, so I had to do something.
Hey,
Yep.
Phil,
But you
So
do you do learn that they are not undead. It does affect them in the sense that they feel this light presence from you, and they are now aware of you. But it doesn't turn them unless it does something with evil. I think it's only undead, right?
yeah, it's only undead, and then if they
Yeah.
had failed, there would have been an additional effect. But since they're
Yeah.
not undead, they
Yeah.
don't make the save.
Yeah.
So,
But you do learn that technically these are just vampire familiars. They are not undead. They're basically human with vampire
More
abilities.
you know.
so Phil just sort of wasted his turn on that one.
But you did learn something, and you helped the group.
And you didn't lose a spell slot.
Yeah, because it doesn't take effect. It doesn't happen.
Well, Phil is going to simply move within space
Mhm.
to flank that familiar and end his turn.
Okay. I'll go with Phil. Mac and cheese.
So these guys are human? Oh, yeah. And I thought the new guy was ugly. And I'd kick my maul, and bonus action. I go, check this out, guys. Flame on! And bonus action, set the head of my maul on fire, and then I will use my attack to attack. Now, since he's flanked, do I get him at advantage?
Yes, because they are flanked.
22.
That'll hit.
Excellent. So it's normal damage. Okay, yeah. 10 normal damage, 9 from the fire. So 19 total damage.
Okay. They're still standing, but they're badly injured.
And that's my turn.
All right. After Mac and cheese, it is Ignatius'
actually-
turn. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I do need a DC, a Constitution DC saving throw from him. That's going to be 10 plus my ability modifier. So 10 plus, is it strength? Yeah, 10 plus 3. So DC 13. You made it.
Yep.
But it was my weapon mastery, so for the maul.
Okay. Not a problem. So after you goes Ignatius.
Alrighty. So after hearing Mac and Cheese say what he said about humans, I'm gonna move up to the. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna say here. I'm gonna say humans always want to be something that they're not, and I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 1 on the familiar or the vampire wannabe that's in between the two.
In between, over here. All right.
Yeah. No, in between the two, Mac and Cheese and
Yeah, the one that's getting beat up. Got
my
it.
brother. Yeah. And I'm gonna throw Guiding Bolt at it. Bah.
Okay.
Let's see. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh, and that's 20 points of radiant damage. And of course, they're all now sparkly and glowy, shiny. And anybody who takes an attack until the beginning of my next turn has advantage.
Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse. Sparkly vampires.
So you hit it. It turns into this like gray, sparkly, beautiful vampire, and then it just crumbles into dust onto the ground, dead. So there's a glowing pile of glitter on the ground. But that one is now dead. It goes back around, and it is Elric's turn.
Anybody got
Alright.
garlic?
I'm eating some garlic later.
I would like to use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto the fancy looking one over here.
Okay.
And I will shoot my shot.
Okay.
I'm
Mac
guessing
and
12 will not hit.
12 won't hit. You keep trying to make this shot, but mac and cheese is right in front of you, and there's just this glowing halfling that's brightly colored, and it's messing with your peripheral vision and to shoot, and you miss. It just wings to the left.
Further down in front. That's it.
All right, and then it's their turn. They are
Taller.
going to 2, 3. One is going to attack mac and cheese. 9 does not hit, I'm guessing. And 19? Or wait, 15. Oh, that's can't even read my own dice. 15.
15, no. 19, yes.
No, 15 does not hit. Okay, so again, bonus action disengage. Boop, boop. And they're gonna actually move pretty to the back of the room. She is going to lunge at mac and cheese.
Oh, sure. Have your girlfriend do all the fighting for you. You pansy.
9. I'm just rolling like dog do tonight for 12. But she's going to stay there, and she has her hands on your shoulder. She's not holding you there, but she's holding her hands on you and not removing them. After that, it will be Phil.
Phil?
Yes.
Phil?
What would you like to do?
Phil's going to go ahead and move over to this other familiar and is going to attack with his mace. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
19 hitting, that's going to be a 1d6 plus 4. Excuse me, that's going to be for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And that will be it for now.
Okay. She still keeps her hands on mac and cheese and comes around to mac and cheese.
Back off, sister. And I strike at her with my flaming maul of doom. 22.
Yep.
Then total of 22 damage. Sorry, 23 damage. 14 for the bludgeoning, 9 for the flames, and need a DC. This is Constitution, I believe. Yeah, Constitution. 15. Sorry,
Rolls an 8.
13. Oh, then she is now knocked prone.
Okay. So she is no longer holding on to you. She's on the ground. Ignatius. Or unless you have anything else, mac and cheese.
Don't. This ammo was made by. This ammo was made by my community, man. Show some respect. No, it's his turn. And my turn.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna stay where I am and rinse and repeat. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt at the wannabe vampire that's already in combat with my buds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be 22 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
And 11 points of radiant damage. Not quite as good as 11, but you get what you get.
Yep. All right.
And they're all sparkly. And that's going to conclude my turn.
All right. It's going to come around to Elric. Sparkly vampire is on the ground, not looking super. And then there's the one in the back.
All right, I'm gonna step out. So I'm no longer behind mac and cheese because he seems to be throwing me off. And I'm going to fire my longbow at the one in the back.
All right.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
I was wondering if you've ever been in a dungeon before, but you actually hit this time.
So that'd be 16 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And I'm going to stay where I am.
Perfect. The vampire in the back, well, vampire familiar in the back, will say, "They're both a lost cause. I'm getting out of here." And will pull out what looks like an amulet and will crush the amulet in their hand and cast a spell, which will make them basically turn to ash in front of you, but transform into, I'm trying to get this creature pulled up for you because I love you guys, a barbed devil. Let's see if I can show you the picture in the chat. Show.
You bring us the nicest things.
I do. So now you're facing that, and it takes over its spot. The other one just like cries out for the other familiar, like, "Don't leave me!" And he disappears. And we're just gonna say this vampire token is now the barbed devil. And it's standing there a little confused. And its turn is to assess the situation. And it goes on to now Phil. Now you don't have a vampire. Now you guys have a devil.
I mean, we still have a vampire familiar.
Yeah.
Fill him in, brother.
Let's see. Let's deal with what's in front of us for right now. So we're gonna go ahead and take a mace swing at the familiar. 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Just barely hanging on.
And gonna go ahead and end his turn.
All right. Now mac and cheese.
I'm gonna basically go for the coup de grace on this poor thing.
You're gonna Gallagher her?
Yeah. Oh, natural 20.
You Gallagher her. She has 2 hit points left. You Gallagher her. It just splat.
Just out of curiosity, it was.
Just splat.
Yeah.
You have just annihilated her.
What's the radius on the splatter?
Mac and cheese and Phil are covered in the splatter.
I was as soon as I do that, I look up and I start walking towards the devil, going, "Look at this guy over here! Look at these killer spikes! Now, look, new guy. This is how you do it. This is how you look imposing. This is how you look impressive right over here."
All right. So after mac and cheese, it is Ignatius.
Let's see.
You must sing in a band or something. I know you look confused, buddy. Yeah, some goth kid hid an amulet and switched places with you, put you in here.
I'm gonna follow mac and cheese up, and from behind him, I'm going to I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith, and I'm gonna put that on mac and cheese, and I'm gonna just touch him on the shoulder and say, "Swing away."
All right. Comes right back around to Elric.
All right. It's still the same creature, right?
So it's no longer a vampire. It's a completely new creature. He basically swapped out, and now there is a barbed devil.
All right. I guess I will
Confused barbed devil.
move my
Yes.
hunter's mark onto this one
Okay.
before firing my longbow at it again. And I call out, "Down in front!"
Oh, why you gotta shoot at? Oh man.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
All right. That's it.
That was a welcome shot.
Okay.
Give him a break. He's new.
Comes up. It goes to the barbed devil. And he is going to attack mac and cheese.
And here I was trying to be friends.
That's a +2 to 8 your AC, by the way.
Oh, okay.
14,
Nope.
19. And then I need everyone.
Thank you, Shield of Faith.
I need everyone within a 15-foot radius.
That's me and
Yep.
Iggy.
Yep. I need you to make dexterity saving throws as it expels a burst of flames.
Nope.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Ignatius, I think you're muted.
Let's see.
There you go.
Dexterity. Yes. Ooh, 19. Not bad.
Okay. You take half damage.
Nice.
So you take 7 points of fire damage, and mac and cheese, you take 14 points of fire damage as it expels this burst of fire.
Now that wasn't very nice.
All right. 7.
7. Copy.
Yeah. And then after that, it will be Phil's turn.
Phil, man. Phil, you see this guy throwing fireballs around here? No good reason.
Damn it. Okay, I was not muted. Good. I was making sure I was unmuted. So Phil is going to 5, 10, move over here. And let's see. He's going to go ahead and point a finger at the creature and cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
So I will need
Nice.
a concentration saving throw, DC 15.
15.
Yeah.
He said, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, so the magic starts to encircle him, but at the last moment, I guess he kind of flexes and breaks out of it, so
So
nothing
it doesn't take
happens.
hold. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that ends my turn.
All right. Back to mac and cheese.
I know you said it doesn't take hold, but I totally heard it doesn't tickle, and that worked for me.
Attacking with my own flames.
Okay.
And I'm assuming a 13 does not hit.
Does not hit.
There we go. Be like, we could have made friends, and you could have gone home, but no. Now we got to sit here and be like jackasses.
All right. After Mac, it goes Ignatius.
I'm gonna move up and pull out my shiny new +1 mace and take a swing.
Alright.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
That's gonna be 19 to hit.
That'll hit. I just wanted you to hit Mac.
It's gonna be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Freaking bing.
It hits him, and it does that. Like it binks off of him with all these barbs, and you're getting the sense that AC is really high, and he's pretty hardy.
I just look at Mac and go, "Look at us! Look at us!"
Beating the drum, I guess.
All right. Goes back around. Elric.
Seeing as how I'm not having a lot of luck with the bow, I'm going to drop the bow and draw my swords, and I'm going to move the 30 feet up next to him, which should give us flanking, correct?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to attack with my scimitar.
That'll hit.
All right. Nope, that's the wrong thing. I already attacked. 6 points of damage plus my hunter's mark for another 4, so 10 points of damage. And then bonus action, I'm going to attack with my short sword. 24 hits.
Yep.
And for an extra 4 points of damage.
Okay. You're slicing at this thing and piercing it, and it's tough. It's thick, really thick. It doesn't look like it's doing much damage to what you're doing to it.
All right.
Okay. It's its turn. I need everyone within a 50. Basically, everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw as this thing starts to vibrate and glow and pulse. And it's a brighter glow than it did before. A much brighter glow. And I need anyone with a dexterity over 16.
That'd be me.
Or 15.
Not me.
Yeah.
Only 14.
Okay.
I got a store-bought 20.
Okay. So you'll take half, Mac. Yeah, Ignatius, full damage. Elric, full damage. And Phil?
I'm sorry. So, that's not going to be
6.
good. That's going to be a 6.
You take full damage. So basically mac and cheese is the only one. Everyone else take full damage as it self-ignites itself and blows up, spitting out this hellfire. You guys are encased and just engulfed in all of this flames as it does. And then again, 21 plus 27 for 48 points of boom damage.
I'm down.
Phil's down.
I'm down.
Did I just kill everyone?
Nope.
Pretty much.
Hot. That's a hot ball. Hold on. Hot.
That's what you get.
Hot.
Hell.
Hot.
That's
It's so
20
hot.
to me.
Gross. It's gross and hot.
I'm still up.
Sorry. My husband fed me something and I had to try it and it was hot and gross. Blech.
That's fine. Suffer the flames of hell.
Yep. Okay, so mac and cheese, you're still up. Everyone else is burning alive. But Mac, you also notice you're no longer in the same room. You are in a very fiery, very hot brimstone room with your 3 companions on the ground who all now need to roll me a death saving throw. Mac and cheese, what would you like to do while they do that?
I am going to.
Fail.
18.
Pass.
I'm too close to this guy. I can't focus on anybody that's dropped.
Which that guy's gone. Barbed guy's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. He turns into smoke, basically diabolical restoration, and turns into smoke and fades away. You have 3 companions down, but we're still in initiative because, well, death saving throws.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use second wind on myself to give myself a bit of a boost while dealing
Is that
with
a
this.
bonus action or an action?
Second wind is I believe it's an action.
So then you'll be able to do a bonus action before the round goes around again, and they'll have to roll another death saving throw.
Yes, and I was
Okay.
just saying I was about to do a bonus action.
Okay, perfect.
11 heal. All right, so I'm feeling better. And then yeah, that was the other thing. Second wind was the bonus action.
Okay.
I want to take one action to grab one of Ignatius' healing potions
That's
out of
one,
his
like,
pack or whatever,
probably has like one on his side or something. I know. We're good.
and spend my action getting him
Jamming
up.
it. Okay, so roll me, because it's funny. Let's see. I want to say, roll me a sleight of hand to get it in his mouth.
Okay.
It won't be very high, but I want to see if you roll me a 1.
8.
So, okay, you're good. You may have
Okay.
chipped a tooth getting that bottle in there, but it's in there.
Hey,
No hands.
Yeah.
and while I've got him suckling on that now, I'm going to use action surge to get
Okay.
another action, and run over to Phil and do the same thing. Grab one of his potion bottles off of his belt or his pack or whatever, and cram that in his mouth.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I love this so much.
Ignatius, roll me the health potion. See how much health you get.
18.
Already.
A lot more gentle with Phil. Like, you even pry open his mouth and put it in. It glides in. Phil, go ahead.
So that ends my initiative turn.
Okay. So Ignatius and Phil, go ahead and roll minor or whatever your basic healing potion that you had to heal up. Elric, roll me a death saving throw.
13.
That's a pass, right? It has to be over 10.
Yep.
Yes.
Check. Okay. But Phil and Ignatius, you're now awake. You have health potion in you, but you're now in initiative. So it goes, Phil, what would you like to do?
Can y'all hear me right now?
Yes.
See.
Okay. My screen has completely locked up, so I can't see any of my shit. That being said, since Phil is now back up, Phil will go ahead and cast Reach Over, bonus action, Spare the Dying on Elric,
All right.
and then cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And if I can't get this unfrozen, I'm gonna have to do a hard restart on my computer. Meaning
It's okay.
I'll
We're
be
gonna get
cutting
ready.
out.
We're gonna take a moment. We're gonna take a break in just a sec. So you're gonna heal him up. Elric, you're up. Basically, you're all up. You're all starting to realize that you are not in the same room as you were before. You're in a very hot place now, and it smells like brimstone.
We're not quite in Kansas anymore, fellas. Heck, I don't even think we're where we belong.
This smells bad.
It also smells familiar.
Makes me think of the third floor.
No.
How do I use a bonus action in D&D Beyond? Or how do I use a healing potion in D&D Beyond?
You just roll whatever the stats is. It's what 2d4?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a greater.
Oh, the greater. Yeah, whatever the greater one is, just roll it.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah,
then you remove it from your inventory.
yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So you're in this room. It smells like brimstone. It is just hot and muggy and not comfortable. But
New guy. Jeez.
Yeah, that stew didn't sit very well. I don't think she's a very good cook, Shelley.
Hey. She's absolutely perfect the way she is.
I love it.
Just shakes his head.
All right.
Can I do
You
a
all-
perception check to
Yes,
see what's going? Like, trying to
Yeah.
see if I know this place. That's a nat 1.
No, you're now realizing that your eyebrows have been burnt off. Like you're looking around, you look up, and your eyebrows are gone.
Oh my god! Oh, Doomethorn! Oh god! Oh fuck!
I got the strangest feeling of bourgeois day. Yeah.
Is that elfish or?
No, it's kind of like deja vu, you know? Deja vu is a feeling that you've been here, done this, something like that before. But
Yeah.
I'm having a sense of bourgeois day as I've never been here before.
Oh no!
So, how old were you when you found out that your parents were related?
What?
Root, I think we lost a player.
I see that. It's all good.
Hey, Elric, yeah, you and your words.
You got me. I do have a love of words.
Have only had a love of breathing, huh? This guy dying in the first room.
Yeah,
Well,
that was it got hot, and then I saw Doomethorn, and then I'm here, so my head hurts.
my head hurts quite a lot as well.
With all those words cram packed in there.
So, you guys think you've been here before?
I don't think
No.
I've ever been here before. And if I have, it was not a long time. We were this is basically what the third level was like. I don't know how we would have gotten to the third level by like that, but you know, here we are.
Oh, that was the devil, and we all know that the devil is in the details. So, here we are.
I mean, are we in hell right now?
I believe most people call it Avernus
Okay, that's
because that's what it feels like you're inside of.
Well, there's actually many
Avernus?
hells, but good try.
Ah,
All right, we're gonna take a
good
small
jokes
break.
wasted on dumb minds.
We'll take a small break, but you guys do realize you are on level 3 now. You skipped 2 levels, but you are now at level 3 in the fire plane level, and we'll take a small break here.
Cool.
Happy New Year!
Yeah!
We're back. Okay, so you're now in level 3 of the dungeon. It is hot. You start to realize the longer you're in this room and the longer you're in this level of the dungeon, you will acquire exhaustion. Also, who has water?
I have.
Inventory.
You are on
I
the
have a
lost-
water skin.
Is it full of water?
I have my starter pack of my
Mhm.
water skin and my
Okay.
rations.
Same.
All right. So we'll say that it is full of water, but it is
I also
only the
have
one.
holy water.
If it comes down to it, you may be able to drink that. Might give you a tummy ache. But you're realizing the longer you're here, it's like standing in Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip in the middle of summer in 120 plus degree heat.
That was sort of like a normal day down here in Texas.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you're basically go stand outside in Texas with no water, and that is how you're feeling right now.
That's every
Okay.
day.
Ugh,
Gentlemen,
door.
do not move. This room may be trapped.
What's the humidity?
There is no humidity. It is straight dry heat, just
Oh, well
toasting
then-
you alive like
Oh,
an
that's
air
good.
fryer.
That's
We're
easy.
fine.
That's easy. Okay.
Yeah,
Ah, we can live with that.
you're just an air fryer.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Look, I'm
it's
crabby,
Arizona
not
heat.
not a crab. Okay.
Right. Like you want to really hurt us? Oof.
So that was a 25.
Okay. The room is not trapped, but in your investigation, you do spot over in this corner. Boop, little X.
God, it's hot.
It's a crappy X. There's a little X that marks the spot. Where that X is, there is a chest, a very large chest, bigger than mac and cheese.
Gentlemen, there seems to be a chest over here.
Don't touch the chest. It may be hot. I'm just saying it's really hot in here. I'm hot, and
Look,
that's
well-
gonna be hot too.
Why don't you take off all your clothes?
I move my tokens.
Oh, they're not moving?
My token isn't moving.
You know what?
This one is.
I'm deleting all the tokens. You guys move your own tokens out. Stop moving the goddamn token. There you go. Bring out your own tokens and you'll be able to move them.
Is the chest trapped?
Oh, how did that happen?
With that investigation, you do know the chest is trapped.
Do not touch the chest. It is trapped.
1 second. Flame off. Turn the flame off of my hammer. Ah,
Thank
there
you.
we
We
go.
don't need any extra
It's-
heat.
Nice and cool now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. See, it's all in the mind.
It's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
So don't touch the big inviting chest. I don't know. That's not what my mama taught me.
This is your mama that was your father's cousin, right?
Yeah, the same one, that told me about your mom, and we ended up with you.
Well, my mom disappeared when I was a very small child, along with my father in one of these dungeons, so thank you for bringing up a painful memory.
You would think that having so much experience in the dungeon, maybe you'd be able to hit something with that bow.
Oh, shots fired, but not hit.
I would like to attempt to disarm the trap in the chest.
As you go to try to disarm the trap, you do know that it's a magical trap, and it cannot be disarmed by normal means.
This is not an ordinary trap. This is a magical trap.
You also see on top. Oh, go ahead.
A bit out of my forte.
Well,
On top of the chest, you see a little bowl too.
in the bowl. Well, what's in the bowl?
Nothing, just a normal bowl. Etched on the bottom of the bowl, though, it says, "Only the ungreedy may take what is given."
It's asking for a sacrifice.
A sacrifice of what?
As I wipe sweat off of my forehead, I'm guessing what would be most precious in this room.
I walk over and I'm like, huh, and I start to fill the bowl with water from my water skin.
How much do you pour in?
About half.
Okay,
Be like,
so
look,
it's a good
magic
hand.
chest. I'm gonna share half of what I got. Okay,
So half your water skin or half the bowl?
half the water skin.
Okay, because you do notice when you start pouring it in, it just keeps drinking the water. And it does take half your water skin, which now you're down to half a water skin. And you need one full for the full day, or you get exhaustion. So just remember, half a water skin.
Yep.
And the chest does unclick, and it is able to be opened. Who would like to try to open the chest?
Did you want to do the honors?
Sure. I reach down and I'm like, hey, little guy, thanks. And I attempt to open the chest.
You open up the chest, and inside is a pouch. And the pouch says mac and cheese, and written on it, "Greed makes ghosts of us all." But it has your name on it.
Oh, well, thank you. That's quite nice of you. And I reach in and grab the pouch.
Takes it right out, and the chest snaps closed once the pouch is out. Inside the pouch, you now have 160 gold pieces, as well as a weird-looking rock.
Weird looking rock.
Hopefully you don't have to suck on that rock. You don't know where it's been.
And how much gold did you say was in there?
160.
160. Well, there's 4 of us. It's 160 gold. 4 into 16 is 4. Here, guys, have 40 gold, and I share 40 gold with everybody.
Well, thank you. Can I cast detect magic on his rock and see if it's just a rock?
Yes, go ahead and detect magic.
Cool. Is it a rock or is it magic?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, that's not okay. Ba-na-na-na. Okay, 12.
Definitely a magical rock. You get the sense that it has some sort of spell on it, and it's giving you celestial vibes.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
I tell him, and I'm like, that's a pretty fancy rock you got there. You keep it safe. You don't want anybody. That's your rock.
I put the rock in the pouch that has my name on it. I put that in my pocket, the 40 gold I have left, I give back to the bowl and say the rock and the gold from my friends is enough. Thanks. Yeah, I put the 40 gold into the bowl.
As soon as the gold hits the bowl absorbs the gold and it clicks open again. You open it.
Nope. I pat it. No, it's okay. Thanks, buddy.
But as you pat it shut, it does close again. Would anyone else like to do anything with the chest or proceed forward?
I'm gonna leave it
I would
alone.
I would like to cast Goodberry,
Mhm.
and I will give each of the party members 2 good berries. By themselves, they're not much. They are quite filling, and if someone goes down again, instead of using a whole healing potion, you could just pop one of these into their mouth, and better than nothing.
1 hit point. All right, so everyone gets a little
There-
good berry.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Can I fill...
I know. Can we put 2 of the good berries into the bowl?
Do you want to do that before Ignatius does anything?
Let him go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
I think he was telling you to do it.
I put 2 of the good berries into the bowl.
It takes the good berries, absorbs into the bowl, the chest does click, and it is ready to be opened.
Would you like to open the chest?
Yeah, and this is all you. I have my own idea.
I open the chest.
Okay, you open the chest, there is a pouch there that says Elric on it, and it does have the note at the bottom of the chest. Greed makes ghosts of us all.
I take out the pouch and open it.
Okay. You take the pouch out, you open it. Inside is 40 gold pieces. And there seems to be a small trinket at the bottom, and you rustle in the bag, you pull it out, and it is half of a heart, and it says FF ever on one side.
I hand Ignatius the 40 gold, and I pocket the half of a heart.
Oh, all right, fellas. Well, it's not getting any cooler in here.
You get 40 gold? You give me 40 gold?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to put 80 gold into the bowl that I have been given by my friends, and I am going to take my bottle of holy water, and I'm going to put no more than half. Just fill it up.
You put the gold in, holy water in, takes a moment. It does click open for you.
Cool.
When you do open it, it does have a bag that says Ignatius on it, and it's a little weird. Everyone else got little pouches, but you have a bag, and the bag is moving.
It's moving. Okay. Can I
You
open
pull
up
the bag out.
Yeah, for sure.
You pull the bag out, and you open it up, and I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw as something is lunging at your face.
Sweet. Dex. My so high dex is a 9.
Teeny, tiniest black kitten shoots out of the bag and just attaches to your face out of fear. Just tiny little claws. It's hissing, it's mad, but it's not detaching from your face. But as it's there, everyone around the room can see that this tiny little black kitten has wings.
Whoa, you got yourself some winged critter.
Currently attached to my face.
It is just holding on for dear life.
That's cool.
Roll me animal handling to see if you can calm it down.
Can I cast calm emotions?
Sure.
Cool. So I gotta cast calm emotions, and I pet it, try to calm it down.
It eventually calms down, it declaws from your face, but you have this kitten, and it's, even in your hands, it's a pretty small kitten. But it sits in both your hands, it has these little black wings on the back of it, and it's looking at you, and as you look at it more, you see a tiny little collar that has a little tag on it, and on the tag it reads, "I will send your messages, but only if I feel like it."
That's fair.
You have a cat phone.
Basically.
That's awesome. Cool.
So we're moving along out of here.
Yeah, can I see if there's like an arrow pointing the way?
Roll me an investigation.
Because it is hot.
Yep.
Can I do perception instead?
You're investigating. Oh, if you do perception, yeah, I will let you do a perception, but it's a higher DC because you're just glancing around the room.
For sure. No help. Nat 1.
Yeah, you don't see. You're too distracted by the cute kitten.
Oh, the kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's get out of it. It might be too hot in here for the kitten.
Elric doesn't know about this whole arrow thing, but he would like to look around the room and see if there's any hidden doors.
Actually, Elric does know about these arrows because Mac and Cheese said be on the lookout for arrows.
But do you think he actually listened to Mac and Cheese?
Fair enough.
He's a ranger. He's looking on the ground for arrows.
So yeah, you do roll me an investigation looking around.
Right. So that is a 22.
Okay. As you're looking around, there are no secret doors, trap doors, stuff like that. You do find an arrow pointing to this door next to the chest.
Is this the arrows you guys are talking about?
That's the one. And I walk straight up to the door and kick it.
Okay. Roll me a strength.
Elric like leans into it, not knowing what's about to happen.
Yep. You're like leaning in to try to disarm any traps as Mac and Cheese's foot hits the door. Roll me unarmed.
Yeah. 12.
Foot goes through the door. Your foot's now stuck in the door.
Ah, cheese.
And it does set off a trap. What you'll realize, Mac and Cheese, is when you hit the door and the reason your foot went through it, there was a heart with an X on it, and everyone takes... Well, let's see. Phil's in the corner, so I don't think Phil's going to get hit with anything, because he's far enough away, but everyone else was near the chest. So everyone near the chest is going to take 16 points of damage, but gain 14 points of healing. So technically you only lose 2 points of... Take 2 points of damage, basically.
So
the way it balances out. It's
I
like,
go
Whoa.
unconscious and then pop back up. Like, what? What?
You know, you really ought to heal yourself, buddy.
Question, DM. I have the Dungeon Delver's feat, which gives me resistance to damage from traps. So does that mean I take 8 and regain 14?
Yes. I had to think about it.
It was not a straightforward question, which is why I asked.
Nope. Yes. So, Phil, you're watching from the corner as this all happens. But from your corner, you do watch as someone walks in, and it is the jester, masked person. And he walks in, he's just watching from the door, looks at Phil, nods, and then goes back to watching them as they get blown up and then heal. He's just watching you guys, like, interesting.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Phil will
Mac,
nod.
I'm not... Go ahead, Phil.
Phil, when the jester nods at Phil, Phil will nod back. As the trap goes off, Phil will just call out, "There's a reason I stayed back here."
Yeah, well, somebody has to keep us moving forward.
Is this your usual technique for dealing with traps and doors?
Oddly enough, yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure, gentlemen. Who's gonna get you all killed?
Maybe. We're still alive, aren't we? And I look down at my kitten and I just pet it.
Wait, was that a threat? And I push on the door.
I will say this, Ignatius, you do notice that as you're petting the kitten, that it's more ethereal than anything. It's like kind of petting a shadow. And you realize it didn't take any damage and didn't heal at all.
Okay.
It's
cool.
almost invulnerable.
Does it have a name or should I make one up?
It only had a collar that says I'll send your messages if I feel like it. So you can name it.
Okay.
Just what the Jesus-y goth kid needs is a smoky cat.
I based the kitty cat off of his pictures on Facebook. All right, so you do open the door to the third room. Inside the third room, you see the jester's kind of watching you as you guys are walking in. Just waves as you guys go in the room, and you walk in. It seems empty. Doesn't seem to be anything inside.
Nope. More hot. More dank.
I can't move my token out.
Phil would like to look around for any arrows.
Look around.
Roll me an investigation.
I got
16.
6.
I think your token's out now, John.
Yay, thank you.
You don't see any arrows. Seems pretty empty. I will say the room's almost hauntingly empty. There's like no noise. You kind of walked in, and it was kind of like putting soundproof headphones on. And you're realizing you can't hear any of your companions. You can't even hear yourself speak. Everything is mute, which is great for podcasts where none of you guys can talk. Basically, you can only hear your thoughts. And the silence is starting to get suffocating, and you're feeling it. And behind... Go ahead.
I make a beeline for this door.
Which one? That one? Okay.
Yep. And just like shoulder tackle it.
Roll me strength.
17.
All right. Door flies open, and as you open the door, you see inside a fire giant and 2 fire elementals waiting for you. And that's where we're going to end the session so that you guys can level up to fight the fire giant and the 2 fire elementals and maybe whatever else I want to add to it. And the reason we're ending early tonight, listeners, is I can say this because he won't hear it in time because this is going to be this is going to get posted later. I'm surprising one of our listeners who's one of my best friends, Chris Lozano, for his birthday, and I have to catch a flight at 6 a.m. I'm very tired already. So, in exchange, my players get to level up 1. They got a little bit of treat with the chest. But when we get back, they have to fight a fire giant, 2 fire elementals, and counting how they level up, I might throw in a red dragon. Just putting that out there. Yeah, careful how you level up, misters. But we do appreciate everyone that is listening and that we love all your faces, and I love my group, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful night.
You have a wonderful night too,
Yes.
and an early morning.
And have a
It's a trap.
have a safe trip.
It is a trap.